One, two, three. Sound is good. Stream is up and running. Everything looks good. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the live stream. Hope everybody's feeling good, feeling fine. Today we are not on our normal schedule. We usually stream on the weekends, but guys, this weekend, I'm gonna go to a different city. Well, due to work, I'm actually going to the city where I fly. I'm gonna have a big event there happening at our flight school. And because I am part of the marketing team, I am gonna record the entire event. So yeah, it's gonna be a long weekend. It's gonna be a lot of stuff. So yeah, we're doing the stream today because I'm already going tomorrow, and I didn't want to leave you guys without any content this week. So yeah, here we are, guys. I finally bought the A321. I know I spoke about it for so long. I was really waiting for this plane to join my hangar, and it finally came to join the hangar. So I'm really happy this was possible due to a very generous subscriber. So I don't know if he wants me to share it, who is he, but that's why I'm just maintaining his identity private. But yeah, I just want to say thank you very much once again. I purchased this plane with the NEO package during the Black Friday sales, and it is absolutely worth it, especially for me because I had the A319, which is amazing, and I love the 319, but the 319 doesn't have the NEO option, and so it doesn't have a lot of the new stuff regarding the navigation. I mean, it's not like a lot of stuff, but it is some stuff, especially with regards to RNP approaches. And now I can finally experience all of that, and it was actually so good to see that happening because you know, I studied during the ATPL all the stuff regarding to GPS approaches, RNAV, RNP, and you know, all the theory, but then we kind of don't get to see that in practice, at least not completely. And so it was really nice to finally see that happening. Not that you cannot like do an RNP approach on the 319, but there are like more possibilities to do stuff on the 321. Now, a bad thing is that I'm not feeling very well today. I hope you guys are feeling definitely better than me. So, unfortunately, this stream is going to have only one flight. It's going to be to Queenstown. We're right now at Wellington International Airport. So it's going to be an interesting departure out of here because it's a pretty short runway. I really wanted to come back from here. My initial idea was actually to start at Christchurch, do a really short hop to Queenstown, do the RNP approach, and then go back to Wellington and execute another RNP approach, but this time with a touch of difference, so you guys can see what I'm talking about when I say that the NEO has like some extra capabilities regarding the RNP approaches. But Queenstown is going to be basically standard. It works the same for the 319, so I'm just going to talk a little bit behind what it is an RNP approach, what differences there are, and then just on another stream we are going to do what I really wanted is to show like the LPV capability of this plane and what is LPV actually, and what does it take into account, and like a lot of the stuff, because RNP is like a world. There's a lot of stuff and it's really interesting. It's great. It's part of the modern aviation, and I feel like many people don't really know how to like execute correctly an RNP approach, or what is it exactly, what do you need to pay attention to, what are the downsides, what are the upsides, and whatnot. So yeah, Syncrush597, welcome to the stream, and LPCB Plane Spotting, welcome as well. I hope you guys are well and feeling better than me, because I'm a little bit sick, so yeah, we're just gonna have one leg. But anyways, I want to say once again, thank you very much to the generous subscriber for allowing me to purchase this airplane. It's absolutely fantastic, and I even got a little bit extra and purchased an SF260 Marchetti with the reality expansion pack, because it comes combined, and it's fantastic. Well, there is so much more I want to do on YouTube. It's just, man, I don't have the time. But yeah, anyways, co-pilot already went into the airplane, switched on. We have all the ground stuff working. Now, regarding the scenery, I just want to advise you guys, I have ortho photos in Bing, zoom level 17 15, I think, or 16 for the entire New Zealand, and Bing is the best source for, I hope I'm saying this right, but I think it's Bing is the best source for the ortho photos in New Zealand. So if you're looking on doing that, do it in Bing. If not, if you don't want to do the ortho photos, there is actually a guy, I think it's called Lindemann, and he made the entire ortho photos for New Zealand. And basically he corrected all the clouds and all the stuff like that. Usually there are some visual bugs regarding like ortho photos. He basically corrected all of that, and it's available to download somewhere, so you can go ahead and pick that up as well. And regarding more about the sceneries, I'm using a pack of airports from another guy, or maybe it's the same guy actually. He made like the entire New Zealand, like all the airports in New Zealand, and even some more for like some bush flying and whatnot. So this is all from that pack, and it's really good. The only thing is I'm not been able to connect the jetways, but I think it's not a big deal. Anyways, this is not real time as well. We're doing like an early dawn, early morning flight, so we're gonna have a nice sunrise and enjoy some New Zealand scenery because it's absolutely breathtaking. I feel like we should fly more in New Zealand, and I do have a lot of plans for New Zealand. It's just, man, I need the time. So yeah, all right guys, enough talking. Let's go into the plane. Beautiful A321 is already powered up by external power. And let's finish the flows, prepare all the stuff, and then get going. LPCP plane spotting. Is the next flight going to Castelo Branco? You know, probably until the end of the year I will not be able to do this flight because I have so much stuff that I've already promised and like ideas that I want to do that it's going to be very complicated. But I will absolutely do the flight to Castelo Branco. Don't worry. It will happen, I just don't know when. Anyways, I'm running as well the KOSP sound pack with the 321. If you guys are looking for a good sound pack, I advise you to get that one because it works for all the Toliss Airbuses. It works for all engines modifications, so you just switch the engine model and it changes accordingly, and it's very good, very high quality. So I really suggest you to get that up. Alright, so first officer has completed all the stuff. Let's take a seat. Let's start with the overhead. Just make sure we have cruise supply on, ground control on. Just do a click here on the CBR test. Ready to go, click is on. Set the IRSs to nav. Now emergency lights already armed. No smoking is on auto. Let's bring the dome light to on. Nav and strobes to auto. This is going to be normal. Fuel pumps are off. First officer has completed the APU test. We're going to just check the engine 1, engine 2. That's checked, so this is all blacked out. This is good, and we have no lights on the maintenance panel, so that's great. Just come here. I'm gonna close this stuff, open this, and just put this onto auto. Let me come here to weight and balance, and let's start by loading the airplane actually. So first things first, let me show what do we have here, and I'm going to do a quick briefing and get ongoing because it's going to be a really nice flight. All right, so let's see what do we have in terms of weight. So first, so good, we're going to take 6,500 kilos of fuel, and our zero fuel weight is going to be 65,680. I can already see that this is below the maximum landing weight, so we are not overweight in case we need to return for whatever reason. And what do we have here? Final reserve is 1, alternate is 1.6. I'm going to count that as 1.7. Contingency, we got 15 minutes of contingency there, like 600 kilos. Basically, the trip is going to be roughly 3. And this sounds good. I'm going to round this up to 6,500 kilos. Should be fairly good. Flight level 380 for us, and that's about it. Alright, so initial planning stuff is good. Let's come here and see how much in terms of passenger is that. So we need a 65, 68, zero fuel weight. 65, 68. Oh, perfect. So that's 161 passengers. I'm going to put no cargo there, and the fuel is going to be 6.5. good. All right, this is very nice. Now, I will do this through the Toliss menu because it's going to be just simpler. So let's computer loading. 161. Slightly of an aft CG. Like here. And 6.5. So I'm going to apply these. And let's do the slow refuel. So I think now the Toliss actually has like the fuel truck. Yeah, there it is. Doesn't have any lights though, but that's really nice. Okay, so refueling is now starting. That is nice. Let's come into the box, clear the stuff in it, and we are flying from Wellington to Queenstown. Beautiful, beautiful place. We've been there already, guys, on the gliders actually. If you remember, we did like a flight on gliders, on electric gliders. That was really good. Sync Crash Flyer, I hope you don't get the flu. I think I've already got it, so so it's fine. It's kind of weird, you know, because I mean, I'm totally fine. Like it's weird. Like you don't breathe very well, but nothing comes out, and then I don't know. It's just like you have low energy, and that's about it. So yeah, it's a little bit weird. Our alternate is going to be Christchurch, so if something goes wrong, we actually do complete like almost my initial idea, just backwards. But it's kind of the same. Oops, 605 is going to be our call sign today, and our cost index is going to be 5. Cruise level 380 at a temperature of -45. That feels a little bit warmer than I expect. And let's go IRS init, align on ref, confirm align, and let's come into the flight plan. I'm gonna wait with the init page. Come here into Wellington departure runway 34. Now if let's actually come here to the MCD menu, AOC menu, and I want to see my departure. I think I connected the Hoppy so we can get actually, yeah, I did. Good, so we can get our weather and ATIS. So origin destination. So I want the METAR, please, and it should go, I think. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. All right, Wellington. Let's see, what do we have here? Wind is 3506. So runway 34 is confirmed. No clouds detected. Interesting, because we do have plenty of clouds. Maybe this is something like fog or something, but the visibility is showing good, and QNH 1010. Now, because this is X-Plane, and I'm on the latest beta, I kind of want to check if it's reading correctly the altitude. So the elevation of the airfield is 41. Yeah, it's correct. Okay, so QNH is good. Fine. Okay, now our departure is gonna be upload 1 Papa via Sabda, insert, and from there we have our route with our airways, Yankee 622. What I'm gonna probably do is what they do in real life. They just do direct to like a point really close to Queenstown, and just fly direct to like a very long direct to save some time, because the route has like a little bit of offset, so just save some time. All right, and I can just add the airways, and I remembered should be Charlie Hotel, so that's Christchurch, I guess, and El Roof, and from El Roof we're gonna have our arrival. Now I'm not gonna plan the arrival already, or maybe, you know, actually I think I should do it, because it's a fairly short flight. It has like 1 hour, so let me see. I'm actually using the real world chart here. Let me show you so you guys can see. So RNP star, let's see, what do we have here for runway? What's the runway that it gave us? 23. So that's 05. RNP star, that's not for us. And this one... doesn't look like it. Let me see. Maybe that will come to the like final approach. Actually, you know what? Let me try and do something. If I go home, aerodromes, I just select Queenstown. It just gives me this document. Aerodrome charts. Let's find it. Let's find it. Queenstown. I feel like I skipped it. Nope, there it is. Queenstown. Alright, arrival and departure. This is like the general notice. We can read this through on the flight. And now star. 23, 23. And we check that one. Nope. And probably nope as well. I guess we're just gonna proceed like direct to a final. So let's see. RNP Yankee 05. Foxtrot Golf Hotel Zulu 05. And I'm just gonna open the aerodrome charts as well. Operation data, ground movements. And then we have SIDs. Okay, fine. Let's check now. RNP Yankee 05, no. Foxtrot, this is for, nope. RNP Hotel. This one sounds category Alpha. Let me just check if this is actually for jets. Should be right. I know there's like an approach that's for props, and there is an approach that's for jets, but it looks like Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie here, so... At kill, what was the final... I guess Simbrief just gave us an old route, so that's fine. L roof. At kill... L roof. What am I missing here? Definitely not this one. That's the general note. That's for 0523. Oh, there you go. Wait. L roof. At kill, initial approach fix. There we go, we found it. This is the hassle of having like normal charts. Let me put this OpenAIP on the middle, like this, to separate both airports. Alright, this is Queenstown. This is the first chart. This is going to be the second chart. This is going to be the aerodrome. This is the general notice that we're going to read. And this is ground movements. And parking positions. Good. Perfect. This looks like a good scheme to me. So, let's go GPS primary. That is great. Let's come to Queenstown arrival. And RNP Hotel, or 23. Via L Route 5 Bravo, via Atkill. No transition, insert, and it should be good. Let's do a check. Click on flight plan, so we come to the beginning of the route. Check that everything looks good. No discontinuities, and this looks about right. I feel like there is a better approach, like a curved one. And I feel like it's on the second page somewhere. There we go. Category Charlie and Delta. This is authorization required, but we do have that because we operate in terms of Air New Zealand. And this feels... I'm gonna do the other one. Because what I found weird, kind of, is that it gives me this 3.2 degrees descent, but then it like will still come very high up on a final. And on the other one, we don't have that. Actually, it gives us enough. What do we try? I really want to try this one. Let's try this one. And we'll see what happens. So this is RNP Yankee 05. Correction. RNP Yankee 23. This one. LRIP 5, ATCO. No transition, insert. There we go. This looks a little bit better. Now the elevation is 1,171. Yeah, this looks good. Okay, good. We have the plan set. Refueling is complete. Seatbelt sign is on. Fuel pump's gonna come on. And let's reset to current. This looks good. Takeoff performance. I actually can go now set the weights. So in it B page, let's go 65.7, and it's gonna be a 32.4 on the CG, 6.5 on board. And let me just check if it's balanced or not, because it's always a good check. It is. So I forgot to check if we got any oil on the engines. Aha, interesting. Okay, so this, because this is the NEO, we have to come here to the maintenance panel, we have to power up the FADEC. And now it shows the oil. We do have oil. So now I can switch it off. Close the cover and check the rest of the stuff. Everything is good. Hydraulic, we have hydraulic fluid, and then we come here to the not here, door to check the cockpit oxygen, and it's good. Perfect. Status is normal. The rest is set. Let's just check here a couple of things. Wait, where this was? Yeah, it's giving me 0 here, so I want to see how much fuel will I have if I like arrive to Christchurch. And for that I need to come here to the flight plan, go to the very bottom, and then I should have a discontinuity here. But I'm gonna do this arrival. So this is if something goes wrong. How is the weather in Christchurch? 250 at 5, good visibility. 250, so it's going to be running 20. Let's see, do we have an RNP for 20? We actually do. So let's just set up any random. I'm going to do for Yankee, no star, no via, no transition, so just insert that. And now I could do this. I wonder if I do this, insert, and now it gives me that I will arrive into Christchurch 2.5, and I have an extra time of 37 minutes. Good. 37 minutes. So if something goes wrong, I have 37 minutes to fix stuff. Okay, flight plan is done. Programming, let's set Wellington here. So November Zulu, running 34. Performance, uplink, request takeoff data. Let's compute as well on the tablet while it calculates. And we compute everything on auto. And what does it gives me? 1 plus F, that's 69, 137, 144, 147. Sounds good. If I do flaps 2. Yeah, but flaps 1 is going to be better for the noise abatement, so we're going to do flaps 1, 37, 44, 47. Let's see the uplink here. If it... actually, this one gives me flaps 2. Interesting. Ah, wait. Because it was with Toga, so max 36, 44, 47 max. Let's see it. Yeah, there we go. It gave me flaps 2, that was with Toga. So this makes sense. Let's go. Thrust reduction is going to be at 800. So because the airfield elevation is 40, so 840, and then 3040. That is set. And engine out is going to be 1540. That is set. Now just checking on the departure. Do we have any restrictions there regarding speed? I can close this. Max 210. That sounds fine. Plane is 220, so we're gonna have some time there with the dirty wings. That's alright. Now just copy the active on the secondary from SAPDA. We're gonna do a new destination and then just set an ILS. Never mind. Oh yeah, bollocks. Wrong stuff. Should be Wellington, not Queenstown there. LS34, no star, no via. Just inserted. So in case something goes wrong, we have the backups to go back. Now, why am I doing all of this? Because we are flying with failures active, and the Toliss can throw us anything. So I want to be prepared, and yeah, get ready for it. Initial climb altitude is going to be, let's set 13,000, and that is set. Okay. So now let me come here, Abby tab, charts, Airbus checklist. Let's do copy preparation. Gear pins and covers. Let's actually do it like this. Gear pins and covers are removed. Fuel quantity, we have 6.5 on board. It's balanced, but signs are on. 8 years. We'll go and check here on the data. IRS monitor, everything's on nav. Bearer reference 1010 is reading 40 feet on both sides, so copy preparation check is complete. I'm going to start the APU. I'm going to start closing some doors, including the cockpit door as well. And start closing the rest of the stuff. So leave the performance open here, flight plan there. And now could remove the chocks already as well. Auto, auto, and auto, auto, auto. Arm doors and cross check. I'm going to put the beacon light on. And guys, we are going to do our departure briefing. So let me just prepare everything. Synchronized flyer. We could do some aerobatic in the SF-260. You know, I'm not very good at the aerobatics, but what we could do is do some interesting flight, like a flight through a valley or something, and especially if we're gonna fly with, like, together, for example, or with somebody else. I think that would be really, really great. Alright, so, Are you guys ready for the departure briefing? I am, so let's go. We're flying Airbus A321NEO, flight Air New Zealand 605 from Wellington to Queenstown. The NOTAMs, we actually didn't check those. Let's do a very quick read through the NOTAMs. This is fine, this is fine. So NOTAMs, nothing significant. The weather is looking good. We have nothing significant here. We're just coming close to the jet stream there. So maybe some clear air turbulence, but even though it's not really shown here, so should be pretty fine. It's going to be mostly of a headwind through the entire flight, so flight's going to be taking a little bit longer. We are expecting an air time of 1 hour and 2 minutes. And that should be looking good. NTI should not be required, at least I'm not anticipating to use it. It's 14 degrees unless total air temperature is going to be below 10 and we get into the clouds, then I'll probably engage the engine NTIs. Terrain radar is going to be on for the departure. We're kind of in the middle of a valley, so we have some terrain around us, especially if we fail an engine. I would prefer totally to have that on. And then as for the airport layout, well, we are on gate 16 there. We're going to be pushing back on taxiway Quebec and taxi then via Bravo, Bravo 7 and Alpha, all the way to the left there to Alpha 11. Alpha 10 is used only for day operations, but anyways, I want to use the entire runway. Runway is going to be 3-4, it's dry, wind is 2-5. Yeah, is it 2-5? No, I don't think it's 2-5. 360 at 5. I think it was 350 there in the Toliss, once we checked that. And then we are going to depart with flex temperature 64, speeds of 36, 44 and 47. Our departure is going to be done via the uplane 1 Papa, straight ahead to Calby, then a left turn to Upload, left turn again at maximum 210 knots to NCAM, then left turn to Larox, right turn to Joanna, and finally to Sabda. What I probably will do is, as we cross NCAM, left heading, or yeah, from NCAM left heading direct to whatever was that final point in Queenstown. All right, rating navs not required, no special considerations apart from the fact that I'm not very used with A321, so that's definitely a danger there. And remember to not tail strike the airplane, so don't rotate it very aggressively. It's short runway as well. And for the abnormal, so this is normal Airbus stuff, until 100 knots we stop for any malfunction. Between 100 and V1 only for significant ones like wind shear, engine failure, whatnot, in which case I'll call reject, thrust to idle, apply max reverse, let air brake work, stop on the runway, apply the parking brake, cabin crew at stations, advise ETC on access situation. In case the failure happens after V1, we continue initially straight ahead, climbing to 3000, and we're going to do a slight left turn to keep out of the terrain, because there is some terrain here on our left side. If you can see, by the way, this is the ILS chart, in case we need to return. And then we vector ourselves back around over the water to proceed with a landing to Wellington, if it allows us, because yeah, the runway is pretty short, so in case performance will not allow us, we're going to have to go to Auckland, because it's the shortest takeoff alternate, should I say. We are not overweight, no other considerations, no lost comms. That's a brief complete. Any questions? If so, post them in the chat. Alright, good stuff. I forgot to click on the start on the APU. Nice. Alright, while we do that, let's actually do before start checklist. So pocket brake set, takeoff speeds and thrusts set, flex 64, V1 36, rotate 44, V2 47. Windows are closed on both sides. Just check there the doors, everything's closed, and arm beacon light is on before start check is complete. So this is wonderful. Let's call better Pushback. Where are you?
Route to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
I really want to go here. Or maybe he could actually push us already to here. Let's see. Yeah, why not? We are on VATSIM, but there is nobody around us, so let's do it. Let's do this.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Alright, APU is on. Let's go APU bleed on, external power off. Actually leave that on. It auto disconnects. Transponder goes to transponding. And I'll put the terrain on ND already. This looks good. In the meanwhile, sunrise is happening. Here in
Some
the...
doors are still opened or the GPU or the ASU are still connected.
Ah,
I'm
alright.
waiting for all of them closed and disconnected, then I will proceed.
Well, it's just done now.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
These are the Pratt & Whitney engines, so probably the startup's gonna take a little bit of time. So I wonder if I go ignition now, will it allow me to start cooling? Let's see. No, there's a trick. I mean, not a trick, but a procedure, but I'm not familiar with it. Where you actually do something
So connected and
to
bypass
start
pin
like the
inserted.
cooling.
Release parking brake.
Brakes are released, clear to push.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Let's switch to Unicom 1228. And let's start number 2. There's ignition. Oh, actually didn't do the cooling. Maybe didn't require. Nice. Let's hear the startup sounds from the wing. I haven't heard the Pratt & Whitney start. That was actually lovely. Let's start 1. Oh man, that was pretty nice. Looks like, I mean, feels like a 707 a little bit. Start switch to off. AP is gonna come off. Now this is gonna go armed. Flaps 1. Auto brake is gonna happen during the taxi. And the trim should go down 0.1. So down 0.1, set. So quick fluctual check. Pull up. Pull down, neutral. Wait, to move the pedals. Pull left. Alright, neutral, rudder. Alright, neutral.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Brake set, clear, disconnect.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
After start checklist, NTI is not required, status checked. Oop. Cat 3 single only. Cat 3 dual. What did fail there? Okay. so we can't do a Cat 3 dual. No big deal. Pitch trims, down 0.1 set, rudder trim is on 0. After start check is complete. I also love this livery. I don't know why, it's so simple yet so effective in my opinion. It's just black with star lines. I kind of like the star lines in the One World liveries. They look cool.
So is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the left. We'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
Thank you very much. Goodbye. Man, what a beautiful airplane, man. The 321. Wow. It really looks awesome. Alright, there's the hand signal. Lights are on, brakes are released. And brake check, pedal pressed, pressure 0. Let's go. Rate to maximum. I'll check the cabin already. We have a very short taxi. Takeoff config. That is checked. We have low temperature there on the oil. That's fine. Flight controls, pitch trim, MCU, CG. These are gray. Is it really? Well, fine now. Well, status now is good. So I guess there was something on the start. Clear on the right. Clear left, clear right. Now, I'm not very used to taxiing this airplane yet, so please, please, please pardon me. But I'll do my best. So I'm kind of used to the, you know, I see an Airbus cockpit, I think 319, and this is quite a longer than the 319, so kind of need to think 757 on this one. Alright, and predict wind shear on. Taxi checklist. Flight controls checked, flap setting 1+ F is set, radar and protective wind shear is on. Engine mode selector normal, EK memo, takeoff, no blue. Taxi checklist is complete. Beautiful. I'm gonna do packs off departure. The whale sounds. Let me just open the map. Nobody around us. Hasso Basso, hey Vlad, a nice flight. Will we ever see you in FS24? Hey man, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much. I don't know. Probably not. At least not very close. Not very soon, should I say. So, I don't know. Cabin crew, take your seats for departure. Strobes on, I'm gonna put the lights on, and transponder TARA, clear on final. Try to do a nice lineup there, do a static takeoff. Because the runway is not very long, so we need to have a good amount of power there. I still get some like small freezes from time to time, which didn't happen in the previous version of X-Plane, so I guess this is something to do with the beta and their new code of VRAM optimization. So yeah, if you see that, sorry. Alright guys, wait, packs off. Lineup checklist, takeoff runway 34 is confirmed, TCAS, TARA is on, pack 1 and 2 is off. Lineup checklist is complete. I was almost got that wrong. And let's go, 50%. Start the clock. Manflex 64 SRS, runway auto thrust is blue. Thrust is set. Airspeed is alive. we go. First flight on the 321 online. Yeah. 100 knots. Oh man, I can see the end of the runway. V1, rotate. Nice and slow with the nose. Positive climb, gear up. Nav. Bye-bye, Wellington. It's been great. Trust climb, auto trust. And I mean, this is a fairly simple departure. Autopilot 1. Let's do a flyby. Ah, lovely. Flight Vision, welcome to the stream. Pack 1 on. Hope you're fine. This is the terrain I was talking about in case of an engine failure. So yeah, to avoid this terrain there. It's a little bit more open on the right side. Climb, pack 2 on. Acceleration speed. Lovely, man. I just love the NEO sound. This is amazing. Passing crash flyer, no tail strike. Yeah, that would be a oh no moment. Oh, approaching speed there. And let's set our cruise altitude 380. 380 blue. Approaching as speed flaps 0, and it's gonna go like this. It's gonna go like this. Right on the green dot. Kind of. We should have kept 210 there. Maybe because it's on turn. Alright, fine. Fine, then we'll do it. What a lovely departure. I love flying in New Zealand. It's just so nice. Okay, now we're gonna start the left turn. Let's proceed direct to El Roof, at least to start. Or maybe even closer. Maybe we could go closer than El Roof. Yeah, we could go Ekbox. Let's do Ekbox, maybe. Direct, confirm, agree. Away we go, off from the speed restriction, away from the noise sensitive area. It's really beautiful. Fly by again. And just love it. I just love the black livery. It's just so nice. Yes, you see that? The freezes are still... I don't know what was that. Look at this livery. It's so nice. And past 10,000 feet, seatbelt sign is going to come off as well. There's no much turbulence. And lights are off. Knight Rider livery. Oh yeah. You know what, actually? And this happened in real life. One day we had a private jet come to the airfield where I train, and his call sign was Dark Knight. Literally, I'm not joking. It was some private jet. Dark Knight. Wow, what a what a call sign, I have to say. Absolutely lovely. Alright, we're doing nicely on the climb out. Everything is good. And approaching transition altitude there. And QNH standard set 1, 2, and 3 reading the same. So that's wonderful. And especially engaged terrain on IMD on the first officer side as well. Was it Batman? I don't know. But it was a private jet. Kind of cool, I think. Dark Knight. That call sign there. I thought initially it was somewhere from the Air Force, because the guys at the Air Force usually have some interesting call signs. But it was a private jet. I don't remember what private jet it was. Maybe it was a Cirrus, like a black one, but I'm not sure. No, it was not a Cirrus. It was some twin jets, like maybe an Embraer 300 or some Cessna. It was like all black, the plane, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Alright, we are looking at the southern island in front of us. New Zealand has two big islands, the northern and the southern. I think they have like names for them, but in local language, which is a little bit complicated for me to pronounce, but you get the idea. And yeah, the northern is quite beautiful as well, but the southern is phenomenal. That's where they filmed the Lord of the Rings. Yeah, it's just so beautiful. That's where we flew on the gliders, as I already said. How's it called? It's Milford Sound, amazing place. There is Mount Cook as well, beautiful approach. I've flown to there on the Metroliner in X-Plane 11 like a long time ago, because I was doing the New Zealand tour, and I didn't finish it. Oh my god. Yeah, now that I remember. I haven't finished the New Zealand tour at that time. We were doing it on the Metroliner, the freeware one, and that was really beautiful. Let me see, I have to scroll down now to find that. So I made 2 videos for the New Zealand tour. This was 2 years ago. First one, I don't even remember where was this. I think we started in Auckland, but I'm not sure. We made a couple of stops. I don't remember what was the last stop. And we were flying like in a group flight. Okay, last stop was actually Mount Cook, so we made a big chunk of New Zealand there. And second flight was from Mount Cook to, I think it was some southern airport. That was really nice. X-Plane 11, X-Enviro, and the Metroliner. Man, I do miss the Metroliner. Do you guys miss the Metroliner? I do. Actually, dummy me, I could have shown you what I was checking all the things, but I didn't show you. Give me 2 minutes, 2 seconds. There you go. So this was 2 years ago. This was the first tour there, and second part. Yeah, it was the arrival. I think we departed from Auckland. Nice weather. Man, the Metroliner was so cool. And I think we weren't flying with GPS. I think it was all VOR navigation. Also, me opening the door like that, close to a spinning propeller. That was brave. Or stupid. This looks like Nelson, maybe? No, no, no. No, never mind. That's actually Wellington, I think. I don't know. Anyways, but what I was saying is that Mount Cook is amazing. Because it's literally in the middle of all the mountains, and there was somebody else as well flying with me. Yeah, look at that. The airport is located right there. So definitely have to come back one day. Actually, wait, we did. We did on the King Air 350, I think. But yeah, I miss the Metroliner. I miss its angle of attack indicator. Flight Vision, yes, and looking forward to the Retro Wings 1. So you miss it as well. I'm looking so much forward to the Retro Wings 1, man. And I really hope, I think the way it looks right now, it's amazing. So I just hope they develop the systems as they should. And more importantly, the flight model has to be right. Because the freeware one was very good in terms of flight model. Like really, really good. And I really hope the payware one will be as well, and sound as well, because I feel like the freeware one, the weakest spot was the sound. By the way, guys, just check this out. Look at this scenery. It's amazing. There's a little airport here. Where is it? Let me actually do it like this. Wait, did we pass it already? Yeah, it's... there it is. So there is this airport, which is really nice, but the most interesting one is called Picton, and it's located in this valley, so we kind of have to go through this valley, and it's really, really small. Like, this is the runway. It's very thin. I actually went to this on the first leg of the tour, I'm pretty sure. And it's really cool. Basically, caravans land here. So, yeah, the runway is very nice, very short. And the sunrise is looking good. It's looking really nice. Look at that. Wow. Actually might take another screenshot here. Maybe I even changed the thumbnail for the live stream because it's looking so nice. Outside view. Oh man, look at this. One day I'll visit New Zealand and I'll get away to rent a Cessna or something and just fly somewhere. It's just so beautiful. Absolutely lovely. And I kind of like the fact that these are the NEO engines and they don't scream at you. Kind of like the CFM and IE do. Maybe I'm getting old. Saying Crash Flight 297, I think the Metro has a patch that was able to fly in X-Plane 12. Flight Vision, yes, there is a public repo that has the X-Plane 12 version of Starwing's Pilot freeware. If that's the one I'm thinking, it still doesn't do a very good job, because there is something weird with the startup sequence of the engines. And then there is something really weird, the way it flies, like, it's basically, how should I say, you kind of feel, or should I say not feel, you don't feel the airplane having any inertia, so you add power, it accelerates linearly to a certain speed, then if you decrease the power, it's just, feels like, you know, like a GTA plane, some sort of like the games that don't have any physics into them, and you kind of just I don't know, you kind of just, yeah, it was not, I don't know, it's missing depth, at least if that's the one I tried. But man, I am waiting so much on that Metroliner. Like, absolutely. Absolutely. Also, one thing I forgot to do was to write final reserve fuel, which is 1,000, and alternate, which is 1,700. So 2,000, 2.7. If we reach 2.7, we're gonna have to alternate. Flight vision, I agree, the flight model is weird, but that's what the connoisseurs in the Retro Wings Discord also say. Interested how their flight model will be. What do you mean exactly, the connoisseurs? Like, are you saying that the real-world Metroliner pilots say the flight model of the Metroliner is weird, but like weird in real life, so it has to be weird on the sim? Is that it? Somebody said there no pilot has ever said he likes flying the Metroliner. No way. No, no way. I can't believe it. Okay. This is interesting. I think that was said, like... no way, man. I spoke to a guy who was like Metroliner pilot, and he even said like you could during cruise without autopilot leave the cockpit seat, go in the back, check if everything is fine. Then, as he said, go into the toilet, which is like a bottle, and come back, and the airplane would be stable on the same heading, on the same altitude. So even like with the center of gravity fluctuations, because well, the guy is walking inside the airplane. So I don't know, man. I feel like mostly people kind of like it. What I hear is that it's a very hard airplane if you lose an engine. So like in emergency situations, by the way, check that shadow of the cloud. That's so nice. So like in an emergency situation at low speeds is kind of difficult, but overall it's a really nice airplane. So, oh man, look at this, so nice. Yeah, amazing, amazing, amazing scenery. Are you kidding me? How is this even... Man, I want to see this with my own eyes, for real. And it's not like I haven't done this flight before on my own, but every time it's just like, man, planet Earth is so beautiful. I wish people would concentrate on other things more than like politics, war, and who said what. It's just enjoying life and just yeah, man. I don't know. I know it's more complicated than that, but I think aviation gives us a very interesting perspective on the world, because there are literally no borders. Like, every border is kind of fake. And we are all interconnected. And there's so much beautiful to see out there. Flight Vision, we'll see. It will for sure be a good representation. Yeah, I hope so. I'm really wondering, will they release it this year or not? Kinda thinking probably they won't, but it's alright. The thing I really want is just them to develop a nice plane, and that's it. That's literally it. Flight Vision, that sounds good. Well, yeah, I hope so. Synchronous 597, that's true. Yeah, man, it's kind of a sad reality there, but it's alright. Okay, progress page. Clear the stuff up. Optimum is 373, so we are actually going to almost the optimum cruise level, which is great. I'm gonna put Christchurch here into the progress page so that we check that in case we have to alternate or there's something loading there. I hear my hard drive just working and we had some FPS drops. Alright, now it's good. And I want to come here to the GPS predictive and we check at the destination at our estimated time of arrival, which is what, 17? Oh yeah, it's correct. What? No, wait. Yeah, exactly, it's UTC, sorry. Wait, am I flying with real time? Without even noticing? No way. No, I'm not flying in real time. Anyways, but probably not very far from real time, as it looks. Let me check. Yeah, not very far from real time, actually. I should have... could have just flown there with real time. So let's apply to real time and just leave it there. And so ETA in UTC we have all the satellites there. So this is how we check if we do have the satellite coverage to make the RNP approach. You can also change or select a waypoint. So let's say we want to check if we have the coverage at our initial approach fix. So let me actually close all the charts that I don't need here because I have a bunch of them open. And so at kill, so we write this waypoint ETA, we could check it here, 18 and 10, let's say. And it does say we have all the GPS, all the satellites available there, so we have a good coverage, which means we can go and do our RNP approach. So that's good. Alright, great stuff. 1,000 to go. The descent rate is less than 1,000 feet a minute, so I will not need to adjust anything regarding vertical speed. And we'll just keep on going. And, well, we have something like, what, 120 miles to top of descent. So we can I think, do our arrival briefing. And for that, I will see. So RNP category 0.5 minimums 1,875. Let's do that. 1,875 on the barrel minimums. And now I'm actually going to come here to the ATSU AOC ATIS. And I want to check the METAR again. Return, receive messages. Queenstown, let's say 330 at 3. Oh, so the wind actually changed there. Good visibility, no clouds detected. QNH 1014. So the wind actually changed because we were planning initially to go for runways 23. But now with this wind we actually need to go for the other runway. So for that I'll probably go for RNP Yankee runway 05 because the runway is really not that long there at Queenstown. So I mean it's like a 3-knot tailwind. Could be fine, could be not fine. Let's do runway 05. It will probably switch me over because I'm going for a direct to, so let me do heading. And via Ibabu, no transition insert. Now I could do direct to Ibabu, probably. Direct nav. There we go. Okay, good. Good we noticed this, because this is important. Also going to use auto brake medium for the landing. Landing performance, let's see. Compute auto brake too low with the low setting. If it's going to be medium, it's okay. Good. Good stuff. Alright, so what else do I have? I need to check the new minimums, which is 1,438. And we could set the rest of the stuff. Temperature is 11, QNH is 1014. And we're gonna go with flaps full, of course. I'm actually gonna print this one. I didn't ask for all of those. So yeah, we're gonna leave that one there. Go back to flight plan. And let's see. So brief time, I guess. Brief time. Arrival briefing. So arrival briefing, guys. Are you guys ready? Let's go. So the status of the airplane so far is looking good. The weather arriving into Queenstown looks to be fine. Our latest METAR says to us it's going to be wind of 330 at 3, good visibility, no clouds detected, temperature of 11, QNH 1014. So all looking fine and nice. And regarding the NOTAMs, let's check what do we have here in SimBrief. So daily from 7:40 to 17. UTCL runway is closed after last scheduled flight due to work in progress. So actually right now the runway is closed in real life, but we are working. Wait, what? Never mind, it's open. Jesus Christ, forget. See, this is my brain is not working nicely today. So you guys pay attention to what I do. All right, so no times are fine. Actually, the runway has only opened like 43 minutes ago, so that's good. ATS should not be required. Radar is going to be weather radar is on, but most importantly is going to be the terrain radar, which is already on. Our top of descent is going to be roughly in 140 miles, about that. And our arrival type is going to be via LRO 5 Bravo, but we are going to actually proceed to Jesus, let me close this one, I'm going to proceed directly to Ibabu, which is going to be the initial approach fix to execute the RNP Yankee runway 05. Now this is authorization required, AR, that's what it stands for. So for example, if you fly on VATSIM, if you go into the airport and you're flying an airline which is like not certified to fly into there and fly these kind of approaches, for example, in Madeira, if you don't fly Air Portugal or like an EasyJet or something, which are certified to fly the RNP authorization required into Madeira, the ATC in VATSIM will not allow you to do it, and you will have to do the visual like all the other planes. So yeah, pay attention to that because it's real. Now, that was our initial approach fix. Then we fly to Quebec November 577 above 10,000, then left turn to Sarda above 9,200. Continuing the arc to the left, Tepac above 8,200, then continuing on left to Panto, then to Dubag. And from Pushback, if I am not mistaken, actually I am, we'll continue on to Mapke Omubo, and on Omubo is going to be our final approach fix. We have to be at 3,100 feet, mandatory. And from there we have a 3.2 degrees of a glide path down onto the runway, with a final visual segment where we have to like do a slight turn, and then execute the visual approach. That's about it. In case we go missed, we'll continue straight ahead and a left turn. Quebec November 551 is Vuv. Quebec November 557, Quebec November 560, Tunnery, Quebec November 878, Omnel, and Sisungu Inset, which is right here. We're going to climb to 10,000 feet. That's about it. Radio navs are not required. Alternate is Christchurch, and we're gonna divert once we reach 2.7 tons of fuel, so probably when close to 2.8, 2.9 it's gonna be time to divert, because that's what the fuel to the alternate plus final reserve is. And remember guys, we should not touch the final reserve fuel because it's like the minimum legal fuel, and in case we touch that we basically become a fuel emergency. So yeah, I'm gonna have to pay real close attention to that, but should be fine. Config and distance, we're gonna use flaps full, auto brake medium, reverse maximum. We're gonna have to backtrack on running 2-3 and enter via Alpha 3 or Alpha 4, any of those, and then pick up any parking spot there. No special considerations apart from the fact that we have very high terrain around the airfield. And regarding the fact that I'm kind of worried about the fact that this drawing here puts us very high up close to the runway, so I'm wondering if this is like a design problem or this is actually how the RNAV is designed, in which case that would be kind of weird. But if you make the calculation, this actually makes kind of sense, because if the 0 is here, this is roughly like, let's count 5 miles out. The threshold elevation is 1,160. So on the 3-degree glide path, we know that every 1,000 feet is roughly 3 miles. So roughly for 2,000 feet above the elevation, which is 3,000 feet and 100, we should be roughly at 6 miles. So this looks about right. But yeah, we're gonna see what's what there. If not, we'll just go around and do another procedure. It's gonna be cool. I mean, this approach here is kind of like more interesting because you kind of go in the middle of the mountains, kind of. But at the same time, this one is a lot more scenic, so I kind of prefer this one as well. Plus, because you can just disconnect the autopilot at the very final stage there and just do it manually. Which is exactly what I'll probably do because we have no clouds, and it's gonna be cool. Alright, no abnormals, that's the briefing complete. I think we are ready. You guys have any questions? I think it should be cool. Cooler, hey man, or hey, wait, what? Never mind. Hey, welcome to the stream. I hope you're fine. Jesus Christ. I just had a brain fart. Alright, let's look outside. Let's check this out. You know, the other day I went to Everett to fly, but unfortunately the wind was outside of the limits. So I had my flight cancelled. But we had an instructor there who flies A340 and A330. And he went into the A320 sim there, and I went with him. And we basically kind of went through the entire MCC exercises. So that was just really nice. I learned some extra stuff there. And why am I talking about this? I wanted to say something. I wanted to say something. This was like an introduction to something that I had in my mind. Oh damn, I can't remember. Whatever, if I do remember, I'll tell you. But that was really cool. That was full-blown... Oh, okay, I now remember. It was full-blown 2 hours there, and I remember probably like after an hour, the entire time you're looking so much into the instruments and following every stuff that I remember looking outside and saying something like, oh, I'm finally looking outside. It's like, yeah, man, sometimes I'm like that in real life. Somewhere in the third hour, I'm like, oh, let's see what's outside. So I found that so cool. Flight vision, I kind of wish somebody blocks the runway just to see you do the go around. Well, if that approach is not gonna go the way I intend, we are gonna do the go around, because, you know, actually go arounds are a part of aviation, so we could do the go around just for practice as well, but let's see. If you guys want to see the go around, spam go around at the final approach, and I'll do the go around like on the runway, or probably me just floating the airplane, or just how's it called, doing a bulk landing when you bounce off the runway. That's a mandatory go around right there on that airport. So yeah. Man, look at this view, look at this airplane, so nice. It's just amazing. Lovely, absolutely lovely. Also, I need to remember that this is a NEO, and NEOs have a tendency to be quite difficult to stop, so I'll let the airplane manage its energy, and I'll keep a very close eye on the power there. Probably deploy the flaps 2 a little bit earlier, because the glide path is 3.2. I mean, it's not much, but still, 3.2 is a little bit more than 3. So if sometimes you have difficulties of slowing the airplane with 3 degrees of glide path, 3.2 is going to be a little bit more than that. But yeah. Now, speaking about the SF260, by the way, Syncrash Flyer 297, what do you think about it as well? Is the aileron trim working? Is the airplane flying nicely? Are you enjoying it? And what I'm thinking is, because that airplane is like a trainer for the military as well, we could do like a flight somewhere scenic where we fly inside a canyon, like one behind the other, or something, like a small formation maybe, or I don't know. What I really want to do right now is organize a general aviation flight in group, like a group flight, and I'm doing so inside the Piper Seneca Discord. At least that's where we talked about it. So yeah, and that should happen probably somewhere near Christmas, which is kind of cool, kind of not so cool, because I wanted to do a Christmas special. And yeah, I'm thinking about it, you know. Also, I'm gonna do a poll, probably even today on YouTube, regarding the Christmas special, because last year we flew on a 747 to Alta, quite short runway there, and it was challenging on 74. This year I want to do something similar, but a little bit different, but I'm kind of not sure about what airplane should I take. And I basically have 4 options. I could say 5 options, but I want to say 4 options. It's all cargo, so either we do it again on the 74 freighter, and maybe I'll have to find another interesting place to go with the 74, or it's going to be a 75 freighter as well, and it's going to be a challenging place to go on a 75 again, or it's going to be a 321 freighter, because there's a pretty nice mod for it, and I've already installed and tested. It looks good, so possibly 321. If it's not going to be on a 321, it's going to be a 737, but I don't want to do on a 737 for a very simple reason. I want to do like the final stream of the year, something similar to last year again, where we flew the milk run, but we flew the milk run. Like, there are different routes for milk runs in Alaska, and I flew one of those, but there is like a different way of doing it. So I really want to do the milk run on a different way, and I really would want to do it on the 737-200, but I'm not sure they will release it in time, the 737-200, so probably we'll have to wait. If not, I'm thinking about doing it on the 720, but again, at the same time, I'm not sure it's going to be a very good idea to do on a 720, but yeah, I don't know, I'm thinking about it. And yes, and that's the main reason, because basically if I'm going to do the milk run, it's going to be something Boeing, like 737 or 720, which is kind of similar to the 737. So I really didn't want to do a flight on the 737 cargo for Christmas. And finally, this would be probably the most extreme one, would be a DC-3. So like a Christmas special on a DC-3. And the best thing would be like a group flight again. But being that a Christmas special, that'd be probably difficult to get a lot of people, because I don't celebrate Christmas. That's why it's kind of easy to me to do it. But a lot of people celebrate Christmas, so it's kind of like, okay, I'm going to do a Christmas special, which is cool for the people who are going to watch, because they're going to be like with their families and whatnot, or just have a little bit of free time, so they tune in on the stream, see a little bit of action, and then proceed on celebrating. But flying the entire mission is going to be a little bit difficult. So yeah, that's my main concern right now. It's going to be 74, 75, 321, or the DC-3. If we would have like a Metroliner, a cargo Metroliner, that would be one of the options, probably. Probably the option that would replace the 321. So we would have like a piston, turboprop, and a jet to choose from. But right now, yeah, I don't know. But I'll do a poll. I think about it, and then I'll find some interesting place to go. Because yeah. Oh, I think, by the way, we are approaching to Mount Cook. Pretty sure Mount Cook is somewhere there, because there are like two big lakes. And I feel like this is the second lake. Let's check the outside. Yeah. So we're gonna be able to see Mount Cook Airport. I wonder, do we see it here? No, it's too small. Makes sense as well not to see it on the Airbus. But yeah, it feels like Mount Cook. There should be like a small airfield near the lake. I can't see it, probably it's not loaded yet. Or maybe that's just not Mount Cook, but I really feel like it is. Should be there. Because the entrance is just like it. And the lake as well. So yeah. Cooler, I'll be in a different time zone again for Christmas. Oh well, but that's cool anyways. That's great. It means you're having fun and traveling, so enjoy. That's nice. Synchronous Flyer 297, we should take the plane that can carry the most presents, of course. You know, a Synchronous Flyer, that's the thing. It depends on the airport, because if we go like to a very small airport and we take that airplane, which I'm thinking about and you are thinking about, that's probably going to be like a big fireball and not a big amount of presents. So that will really depend. So yeah, I'm thinking about the 7-4 mostly, but I need a place where to go, because it has to be like an interesting place. Alta was a perfect spot, I think. There's the airport, Mount Cook. Yeah, runway is not loading in, but that's Mount Cook Airport. And let's see, what do we have here? Oh, some nice grass strip. Not bad. Not bad, and a big rock. So in case you you have a problem like me on the last stream with the Seminole, where I had like an uncommanded left rudder, what will happen is very simple. It's just gonna happen this. Anyways, what was I saying? So yeah, 7-4. It would be nice to find some interesting approach again. I know there is another airport, I think it's Narvik in Norway, where 747 actually already landed. It was a 400, but still. And oh, there's the other airport. And so yeah, I'm thinking about what place to go, because 7.5 is like really nice. If it's gonna be 7.5, it really has to be like pretty challenging airport somewhere in the mountains. I don't know, something like you really have to think about it. 321 again as well, should I say, because it's very developed in terms of avionics. It's very good in that sense, and we could go to, I don't know, maybe some challenging airport, but in the ways of like planning. So there's like no real approaches there, but we have to go there, so we have to build our own approach. I even thought about that airfield, like how's it called, Wolf Fangs, which is like located in the South Pole with the ice runway, but I'm not sure we have the range to go there, and also it is very far away. So if you go from Cape Town, which is like the closest airport, it's like a 5-hour flight, so it'd be kind of boring of doing a 5-hour flight and then just landing on the runway and that's it. So yeah, I'm thinking cooler. The slate, what is that? It's never too exciting having to be home again, but yes, another 777 trip is always fun. Oh yeah. I wish one day I'll do those flights. Man, the mountains are looking absolutely stunning. There is Mount Cook Airport. I probably can't go there. This should be the other one. Yeah. Mount Cook is right there. I think we flew there on the King Air on the 350 with the air ambulance. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So we'll see. A321 cargo sounds interesting. Yeah, the challenge there would be just to pick the right destination. Because really, 321 is a very capable airplane, and so it would have to be like short runway somewhere without like big amount of procedures available, no ILS, no stuff, and yeah, I need to think about it. So I'll do the poll probably. That's the planes I have on the table right now: 74, 75, 21. And 21 and the DC-3. The DC-3 is just, I mean, DC-3 would be really fun. But it would be fun to do in group, I feel like 5 or 6 DC-3s all flying together. That would be amazing, but not on Christmas. I think that'd be difficult to organize. So we'll see. Cooler, I didn't even know there was an A321 cargo. Yes, there is, and Lufthansa uses it, and there are others who use it as well, and I think it's kind of getting popular now because the 75 is getting phased out, and the 321 is getting, like, I think more and more conversions being done to cargo, like the older jets, and that's really nice, I think. Alright, 3.9 on the fuel, that's what we have. So we have roughly 1 ton of fuel to burn before we need something significant. So yeah. Okay, I'll set 10,000 on the altitude. That's the first altitude restriction. And let's see what's gonna go. Cusco is always a challenging approach. Where is that located? Let's just start descent, and I'll check where that is. Is that like Peru? South America? And let's go probably seatbelt sign on. Peru in the mountains, okay. Okay, I got it right then. Huh. Let's see. Interesting things, guys. If we start our descent before the top of descent, what it will do is it will start descent minus 1,000 feet a minute, and we'll keep that descent rate until we reach the calculated descent path. So there you go, see? It's gonna go minus 1,000. And until we reach the green dot of the descent path, it will keep this. And then we'll just get going. Final turns between the mountains and then a visual landing over the city. That sounds like very interesting to do for a 321, honestly. Let me search. Actually, can I show it to you as well? Yeah, let's see. I wonder if they have the AIP open. Let's see. Nope. Okay, good. Can I just... I mean, I can understand Spanish, but I would prefer to say this on... in English. Oh, Jesus, this website is not very interesting. Yeah, I feel like I need to get some sort of, like, login or something. Let's check flight radar. Maybe I can send it via Discord. Yeah, you can put it there. So let's see, Cusco. Okay, doesn't look very far from Lima, which should be the capital, which should be 55 minutes. Yeah, that sounds interesting. Okay, 55. What's the elevation? 10,000 feet. Wow. Okay, nice. Espizio. Open AIP, but I don't have any charts. Airmate should be paid as well. It's gonna got blocked. Yep. Alright, so the AIP for them is blocked. Annoying. What did I heard? Get away. Okay, some Jepson charts from 2015. Bloody brilliant, it's so blocked. Okay. Oh wait, I know what I need to try. Maybe there are charts here. Bienvenido. Thank you very much. Is there any charts here? No, this VATSIM. Documents, maybe. No. How about this? How about this? This is just events. ACC. Wait, I think I clicked on the wrong. Yeah, I clicked on the wrong. God damn it. In construction. Okay. Anyways, I'll find the charts. Yeah, I don't think Chartbox has it, because usually they, it's kind of difficult. Yeah, but it looks interesting. Let's go Google Earth. Or Google Maps. Let's just check the plane, everything is good. Let's just come here to MCU, ATSU, AOC menu. Weather Natus. And METAR. Just see the updated. 040 at 1. So wind is pretty light, but still. There we go, I stand it. Okay, Discord? I'll check it after the stream, if you don't mind. So let's change the wind there. But the tendency is still to go for runway 05, so that's nice. QNH 1014, temperature 10. Fine, looking good. No LS push buttons are needed. The valleys here are absolutely incredible. And by the way, that's where Queenstown should be. There it is. So the other approach, runway 23, you come in somewhere in the middle of this valley and then turn there, and then you turn there and you get down there. So it's pretty cool. Okay, so far so good. We're doing a nice descent. Still a ton to burn. That's nice. Flight Vision Peru AIP has server problems. Do you think that's server problems? I think that's just user access. Maybe because I'm a different country or something. But it should be available for the public. Because that's the point of the AIP. Because imagine I want to do like a flight to their country. I need to get access to the charts. So it's, I don't know, it's really weird. But we'll see. Oh, this cloud was not here. This cloud was not here when I looked. Alright, fine. So far, so good on the altitude. So just keep going. So I want to check something. I want to check the altitudes there. 3,000, 5,000, 3,100, 2,000, 1,400. Yeah, this looks good. This looks good to me. Perfect. Okay, so we were watching, we have still a little bit of time, so let's find Peru. There it is. Cusco. Yeah, it looks good, but I feel like I wanted something a little bit more challenging, so I'm not sure. Also, I hope Orto for XP will not do the runway as it is right here. Otherwise, it's a guarantee firebomb. But this looks pretty nice. 10,000 feet. How long is the runway? Oh, it's pretty long. 3.5 kilometers. It is pretty long. I mean, you have to have it long, of course, because it's at 10,000 feet. What else do you want? Okay, I'll think about it. This is a good suggestion, and it's 55 minutes from the big airport, so Peru is a beautiful place. I don't have any ortos for it, but I'll gladly do. It's not a big deal. But I'm thinking. Okay. Past flight level 200. So far, so good. After stream, after landing, whichever is good for you. I'll watch you after stream. Thank you very much. I can also find out how to get a Navigraph export. They're finally working on a new airport since this one is a bit in the way? What do you mean? Google is the best ortho source for Peru from experience. Thank you very much. I will gladly use your experience. Man, this cloud layer is looking good, actually. I like it. Look at it. That feels very realistic. And I feel like we're flying so slow because of the headwind, which is 15 knots. Ah, boy. Alright, fine. Queenstown, right there. Man, I love this airplane. I love this livery, and I love New Zealand. Also, I want to see, is there any airport Interesting. Oh, what is this? This is nice. Oh, I've never been here before. This is really nice. Where is this? Is there a name? Nope. But this should be very close to us. Oh, probably this one. This looks very nice to come in a Cessna 172. Like a Bush edition. Look at it. In the middle of the valley. And then you have to get out of it as well. Nice. There's an idea. We have to explore New Zealand, man. There's so much more there. Airport is just right in the middle of the city. One runway, only a little parking. That sounds like an interesting place to go on a 757. Or maybe even a 74. Maybe. I would need to check the charts. Alright, so far we are going pretty fast. Flight level 150. We're roughly 270 knots. And our first speed restriction is 210. But I hope the airplane manages it. I'm not too worried yet. Because we have a lot of headwind. So it should be fairly fine to lose some speed there. You guys remember how we flew with the gliders? We can literally see where we flew. So we took off from Queenstown. We gained altitude here in this valley. This mountain ridge. Then we flew across here. Then we crossed there. We flew across here. And then we went into... there is Glenorchy Airfield right there. There it is. You can see it just a little bit. We came in there. We flew, I think to that ridge right there. We climbed there. We climbed over there, and we went like that into that peak, if I'm not mistaken. And then we went over this peak, and that's where Milford Sound is. And then we went down, and then we went back. We made a race. Emil won that race, I remember, but I returned like via this, and this. I'm not sure we've returned actually to Queenstown. No, we did. Yeah, we did. So we went back and we returned to Queenstown. We did a nice circle to land there. There's Glenorchy Airfield, pretty cool as well. Grass runway, that's a very nice one. I usually test my GA airplanes. I take off from Queenstown, do this visually, because it's just, you just like fly literally across the lake and then to Glenorchy. And there is like another nice strip somewhere there close to the ocean. Alright, we passed transition level, by the way, QNH 1014. So changed that. Approach checklist, bear reference 1014 is set on all three sides, rating the same. Seatbelts are on, minimum is 1438 barrel, auto brake is medium, engine mode selector is normal. Approach checklist is complete. And from this point onwards, guys, it's going to be sterile cockpit. We're going to focus on the approach. Monitor everything accordingly. There's the speed decreasing, so far looking good. According to plan. I will select a lower altitude. 5,500 and let the airplane go. I forgot to do something. No, never mind. Because on some RNP approaches, you will have like an option to do an FLS approach, which is like an FMS created glide slope. But because this is a curved approach, it does not allow that. So curved approach have to be flown by the old conventional way. They're making a bigger one a bit farther away, might allow for more ops too. Right now, Cusco only allows flights in clear skies and during daylight. Yeah, that makes total sense. Okay, thrust idle, 220 on the speed, looking good. I'm going to activate approach phase. There's the VDAF. And I'm going to go flaps 1 this. Actually, I probably could have waited a bit. So I'm going to do 200 knots there. And I can probably activate approach. But I know the brake is a little bit jerky, so I'm kind of worried should I do it or not. App nav, let's see. App nav is activated. It's kind of not following it exactly. But yeah, the brake anyway should be followed only on the final segment, so I think it's actually fine right now. Set 3100. Final approach fix and go around altitude, if you guys remember, is 10,000 feet, if I'm not mistaken. Flight vision, yes, you remember. I think you were with us, right? I think so. I'm trying that Queenstown approaching the C90. So far works good. I'm going to connect to local IFR. I don't think the C90 actually supports this kind of approach, because I mean, you probably can load it, but you can't do it legally. So that's my take. 170 on the speed there. Next spot. So let's go 170. Speed checked. Laps 2. Otherwise we will not slow down. Yeah, not sure about that VDEV. 10,000 feet, by the way, lights on. Add a bit of speed brakes. No, it's actually following fine. Laws can be broken. Yeah, they can. They can. Usually in the interests of safety. Only. Are we above the lake? No. Not too far from the lake. Alright, there we go. 170. We're going to maintain 170 here. So far the airplane's doing a good job. Flying the RNF. Now, what are we doing right now? So the airplane has in its database coded an approach. So basically what it has is like it has waypoints, GPS waypoints, and it has altitudes which are coded with those waypoints. And so the airplane is using its GPS position and its barometric altitude to put ourselves in a glide path to make these RNP approaches. So now this is called the ABAS, so Airborne Based Augmentation System. So the airplane has a mechanism, it's called the RAMES, which basically protects our GPS integrity. So if for some reason the satellite is lost or we lose GPS signal, it will advise us that we lost the GPS signal and we cannot do this approach. And now the airplane is completely flying past that. What are the downsides and upsides of this? The upsides are really that you don't require any conventional installation, so you don't need to worry about ILSs. Also, ILSs are only possible, or with an ILS it's only possible to do a straight-in approach, so you cannot do a curved approach, right, like you're doing right now. And with the GPS you can do that. So it's cheaper and it's more flexible, especially in the mountainous regions, which is really good. You also don't get too much like of a signal distortion or interference, which is great. But the downsides are, because we are right now using the barometric altitude, if it would be really cold, because the air actually compresses a little bit, so each QNH becomes less it's like takes less true altitude. You probably already heard, like on cold days your true altitude is lower than your indicated altitude, and on hot days the other way around happens. So this is where this approach is kind of like you need to pay attention to what you are doing, and usually there should be like a note. On this one it's actually not written here, but usually on RNP approaches, there's like a note, do not use procedure below a certain temperature, because the altitude will be unreliable. And you could be doing like, you think you are like 1,000 feet above the ground, while you are actually like 400 feet above the ground. And that is very, very dangerous. So for that, you have another type of approach. It's called the, on the Airbus, it's called the SLS, it's Satellite Landing System. And basically you connect to a geostationary satellite, an extra satellite, just to confirm and enhance your GPS position. And because you have this enhanced GPS position, you at that point are not using your barometric altitude, and it actually constructs a geometrical, like a glide slope out of thin air, let's call it like it. So it's like a satellite glide slope. And with that, you already don't have this problem with the temperature. But that kind of approach is not possible on curved approaches. So this one, because it's curved, you cannot do it. Yeah, I don't know. I hope you enjoyed this little theory. Ekaterina, hello, how are you? Yeah, I lost a lot. Well, you are in the best part, so we are just about to land. But other than that, you just lost beautiful views out of New Zealand, some discussion about the Christmas stream, and what else? Yeah, some nice takeoff. That's about it. Flight vision, I would only have vertical guidance from the final approach fix. I'll take the RNP Foxtrot, which is not authorization required, and 4,100 feet minimum descent altitude. Yeah, there you go. That is it. Okay, now how am I going to do this? From this point onwards, because I have already AppNav armed, 3,100 feet is selected. I could, at this point, I'll just set a lower altitude, because something goes wrong, like 2,000 feet, and from there onwards, I will proceed manually, and then I'll just select 10,000 for the go around. And we are 7.5 miles out, almost. So let me go manage speed. A little bit of tailwind there, but it looks good. I wonder if it will activate final lap. That should be there. Let's go gear down. Speed brakes on, lights are on. I'm ready to take control in case I need it, but it should be fine. The Airbus requires you to be within 150 feet of the altitude at the final approach fix, so it should be good. Speed is checked, flap straight. There we go. Speed, final lap, checked, and flaps cabin check. Now we are doing the final segment of the RNP. So I'm going to get the go around altitude of 10,000. That is set. And right now, until that point, the airplane is capable of doing it automatically. But let's do it manually. It's alright, Ekaterina. Sure, but you're in time for a beautiful landing. That's true. Alright, let's go. Autopilot off. At this moment, I can just follow the flight directors, which is really nice. And if you notice, the minimums are quite low, which is cool. I can barely see the runway. So this is where the flight directors become a little bit jerky. But we're gonna do a nice job. Landing checklist, by the way. Wrong button. Go around altitude, 10,000 feet set. Cabin crew is advised. ICA memo landing in the blue. Landing checklist is complete.
Queenstown traffic, November 454 Golf Charlie, taxiing holding point 05.
Oh, there we go. Is that you, Flight Vision?
1,000.
Checked, stable. Queenstown traffic, Air New Zealand 605. Short final runway 05. Queenstown. I see 2 whites, 2 reds. It is saying to me to go a little bit more to the right, but it's the lateral deviation is off, so. But we are stable. This is beautiful. You can do this on the 319 as well. but there are other things which you cannot do on the 319, which you can on the 321, and it's so much worth. Okay, wind shift there a little bit off center. Keep the descent rate.
400.
Center line.
Minimum.
Continue. Visual.
300.
There you see the motor version.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
And touchdown. The brakes up. Reversers green. Maintain the center line. Decel, auto brake medium. 70 knots. Reverses out.
Auto brake off.
Manual braking. Welcome to Queenstown. We made it. That landing was not very beautiful. But we made it. I will probably go to the very end of the runway. Yeah, that was close. That was close. Brake fan on. Start the APU. And 3 minutes for the engine cooldown. Oh, it's pointless for me to go to the very end.
Queenstown traffic, November 454 Golf Charlie, backtracking 05 and lining up.
Oh boy, I think I'm gonna go outside of the runway. No, okay, no. That was actually fine. Queenstown traffic and New Zealand 605, backtracking runway 23. Okay, starting the APU. Let's go. These arm speed brakes, flaps are up, transponder T transponding, predicted wind shear off, train on ND off. I don't see. Oh, there it is. There is the C90. Are you on the GNS or on the G1000? Yeah, I need to backtrack. But I mean, already doing it, so it's gonna be quick. We can go to the very end of the runway. I'll just get enough time for me to get off. How are the brake temps? 260, looking good. Yeah, so that was a bit of a nasty landing, I think, but it's good. Minus 169. Still not used to the 321. Because it's a lot less responsive, and when it responds, it's sometimes a little bit too late already, and then I overcompensate, and then I kind of like do whatever you saw, and that's why you set it correctly, cooler. I think I saved it at the very end. G1000 this time. Oh, the G1000 has been fantastic. Guys, sorry, but I'm gonna have to end after we park. So we watch the replay and then I have to go because sorry, I have to manage my energy, and I really love being here with you, but it's gonna be a hell of a weekend for me. It's gonna be very tiring. Also, I have stuff to publish for the crew members of the channel. So expect to see something probably on the weekend. At least, I mean, I'm counting on doing 2 videos, so yeah. All right, let's vacate here on the left. Leave the runway open for flight vision. Queenstown traffic, Air New Zealand 605, runway 23 vacated. And what we got, 3 minutes on the clock.
Queenstown Beach Golf Charlie departing runway 05 via this corkscrew SID unpuff 4 Alpha to the north.
I'm gonna park right here. Oh man, what is this stuttering? Alright, parking brake is set. We've got APU available. We have 3 minutes on the engines, so shut down the engines. Wow, that was intense on the engines. And beacon light off. Let's see, can I see the departure? Ah, almost. There you go, Flight Vision, have fun. Have fun, man. Okay, transponder is fine. Unlock the cockpit door. After landing is complete. Parking brake shocks are set, engines off, wing lights are off, fuel pumps are off, parking checklist is complete. So we could actually open some doors. And probably once the door opens, we're gonna start hearing the annoying brake fan, but we're gonna have to leave it. Okay, there goes the door, and there's the annoying brake fan. Man, look at this livery, it's just insane. I love it. Okay, so are we gonna watch the replay? Let's watch the replay. Let's watch the replay and see how bad did I land. Because it was pretty, I feel like. Okay, sounds good. Let's hit play. And these stutters, man. I don't know, what is this? VRAM optimization. My ass. Sorry. Bollocks. Changed. No. Alright, we're looking. Okay, that wasn't the prettiest landing, but it was on the spot. It was firm. I think it was exactly on the markers. Almost. Slightly behind the markers, but it's good. I mean, it's fine. If I kept it on the flare, I would have flared way too much. That's why I kind of let the stick go. Alright, well, that is it. That is it. I'm gonna leave you guys with the replay from behind, so you guys can see the entire approach from the wing view. Do you want this view? This view? So this is like, let's call this view 1, view 2, view 3, or view 4. Which one do you prefer? And I'm gonna leave this on replay until the very end for the landing. Which one do you prefer, guys? Let's go back there. Probably this one looks the best. Yeah, I kind of feel like this one looks the best, or this one. And of course, guys, it's tradition, but I have to show you the Volanta. I forgot about it, sorry. So here it is. Let's see flights. Call sign. Engine is nice, so I'll leave the engine. Here's the landing, -169. Nice approach, nice descent. That was a pretty cool flight. Guys, thank you very much for being here. Flight Vision, thanks for the idea for this cool airport. Much energy for the weekend. Thank you very much, Flight Vision, and thank you guys for being on the stream. It was really nice. Sorry for it to be this short, but we really have to save a little bit of energy. So yeah, guys, thank you very much. I wish you a good weekend, a good week. I'm not sure when I will come back and be available for a stream. probably next, like the next second weekend, but I'll try to keep something up, and I'll do the poll for the Christmas stuff. So we'll see you around. Thank you guys. Bye bye.